kind of set the table for what we're about to talk about. Because as if the game yesterday wasn't bad enough, the Washington Commanders' injury-riddled season continues. As you see to my right, Marshon Lattimore has tore his ACL. And as if that was the bad news in itself. No. We were the Commanders. So, of course, there's more where that came from. And hold on. Boom. Luke McCaffrey breaks his collarbone. Like, what even is this season, man? Like, what is even this season, bro? And notice how I haven't even brought up the fact that Jaden Daniels, we got the fact that he dislocated his elbow. You can look at that as a positive if you want. I don't care anymore. I say shut him down for the rest of the year, regardless, because he got nothing to play for. Nothing. The season's over. We got practice squad players out there, man. It looks like the preseason all over again. And we get hit with 2 more injuries. 3, really, if you want to count Jaden. But these 2 season-ending injuries, bro. Like, yeah, man. This is tough. Let me go ahead and bring my guy Tone. Let me get my headphones, man. We could talk about this because, man, this is rough, bro. This is definitely rough, man. Let me see here. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, bro? What's good, bro?
What's going on? It's a little bit of an echo going on.
I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if I can grab some headphones on. 2 seconds.
I'm gonna add you back when you do that. Bro, this is frustrating for me because like I thought we were so done with this this being our norm. Like once we had got Jay and Danes last year, once we got Dan Quinn, once we got new ownership, I didn't feel like we would be back here, but it seems as if the dark cloud is still over our organization, man. But this is rough, bro. This is rough. Let me see.
Is it still echo?
Let me see. Yeah, it is.
I don't know what's going on. I put on headphones and all that. I don't know why I got echo. But what up, Juan?
Nothing, bro. Nothing good, man. I don't even know what to say. I really don't, bro. Like
I don't know what to say either, man.
it's very depressing, bro. Like it is. There's nothing else to really say. But what is your takeaways from it, man?
Um, I know some people were saying Jaden should still be in that game last night. I had a conversation with Tim for Tim Sports Talk. Shout out to Tim. And Jairus, and they were like, he needs reps. He needs reps. I'm like, I get that, but you're down 31, bro. It should be. The fight is lost. It's over with. Like, he can get reps next week. There's no reason why he's still in this game. Like, it's just this is organizational malpractice, bro. You're down 31 points, and Dan Quinn got the audacity to say, "Oh, but that wasn't supposed to be an RPO. He wasn't supposed to run the ball, blah, blah, blah." But you know your quarterback. Like, why is he out there? He getting hit and beat up all game and you down 100. What's he in the game for? Like, and this Marshon Lattimore thing, I was hoping we could trade him. And that's impossible now. And Luke McCaffrey, I like Luke. It sucks. All this just sucks. Add on to Austin Eckler and Dietrich Wise and Terry playing 3 games and Noah Brown playing a game and a half and Debo being out the lineup and yeah, it's just bad, bro. It's just bad.
Yeah, man. I think So when I first happened for me, right, like I was about to turn the game off anyway to set up the string. 'Cause I'm like, we're getting blown out, you know. So it was really no point for me to still be really paying attention because I'm like, hey, I love this team. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm gonna just set up the string, get a head start. And the second that I go to do that, like I come back or not come back, I look down and I see we run a slow speed option or whatever RP, whatever they say it's supposed to be. Ended up being Jane Daniels running with the ball, and he got his arm pinned underneath him, and it was. I'm like, oh my god, like the season it was already over there, but then you add that insult to the injury, insult to the wound. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. Like in the moment, I wasn't all why is he out there? Why is he out there in the very moment? I really wasn't thinking of it like that. And I'll be honest, the reason why I wasn't thinking like that because I didn't expect nothing like this to happen. I didn't expect like Jay Daniels to just randomly get hurt on a play um where he's running the ball, you know, just playing. And after thinking about it though, like once I heard people on the media and say, Dan Quinn, this is on you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? That makes so much sense. Like he shouldn't have been in there down a million points. But at the same time, I think what was even more like I guess disgusting than that was just how they carried themselves or how they went about it in the post game. You know, I mean, at this point, the injury's already done, the season's already over, right? So I mean, it wouldn't have killed them to been like, you know what, we made a decision to keep him out there. Hindsight, you know, and I don't know exactly what he said, but based off the reaction from the fans and based off the reaction from the media and everything like that, hearing from Dan Quinn, um, it just sounds like it wasn't a really. I want to say that he didn't care. I'm not gonna set up here and act like Dan Quinn does not care, but it wasn't a good response from the media. Let me see if I can actually pull up the clip that I'm referring to. That basically brought that up. Um, let me see if I go to likes right here. Yeah, let me see if I can bring this up right quick. So this is what I'm referring to in terms of uh people media people in the media, dare I say, having a bad response or reaction to what Dan Quinn said. So listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm talking about.
Let me break it down to you in steps. Losing, that's the first way to lose a locker room. Getting your star quarterback hurt, that's another way to lose your locker room. Not taking ownership and admitting to your mistakes as a head coach, that is the biggest, the final, and the most obvious reason you're going to lose a locker room right there. What if you're a player for the Commanders right now, what's your motivation? Other than cashing your checks, going home to your family. Yeah. What's your motivation right now? You know you're not going to the playoffs. Even if Jaden Daniels miraculously comes back or has the opportunity to come back, I would then look at Jaden Daniels and say, well, why? Because you have a head coach that doesn't even protect you. Why? Now, I might be taking a little far, but that's just what's on my heart right now because I'm upset with Dan Quinn right now. I'm upset because this is one of the young stars, somebody that we're handing the keys to the National Football League over to, and you just can't protect them. You can't take care of them. So again, now I'm speaking as somebody who's pissed off, and yeah, I might be going too far, but guess what? I'm a former player, and guess what? The players that are in that locker room, they're probably thinking the same thing I am right
now. So, Tone, what's your takeaways from that, man? I mean, look, originally, again, my thought process, I didn't even think of that until everyone else started to be like, why was he still in there? Because in the moment, again, I'm not really paying too much attention to it. But after seeing the injury, after hearing from, is this Damian Hurst or somebody like that, that's former player, like, is there a way that you feel like Dan Quinn could lose the locker room off this?
Yeah, I can see it. You're on a 4-game losing streak. You lost your franchise quarterback, and you are not making enough adjustments. Let's call it his in-game management this season has been terrible. Dan Quinn has been a bad head coach this year. Let's call it what it is. Let's just be honest. He hasn't been good. The sequences before half hasn't been good. Outside that with Chargers game and the Raiders game, those sequences before half, even versus the Giants, wasn't good. But the whole intentional grounding with Jaden and all that, like that wasn't a good sequence either. So it just hasn't been good, man. It has not been good. And you keeping guys like that are impact players, the only true impact blue chip guy you got on the roster, and he's hurt now. You're 3-6. What do you have to fight for? Fighting for pride? What are you fighting for? Like, there's a time you say no mas, and that was the time. Like, you're down 31, 8 minutes left in the ball game. All right, no mas, man. Let's stop pulling these starters, man. Let's get it for Detroit. But he did what he did.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, at the end of the day, people that are questioning Dan Quinn, I mean, I look at it as part of me wants to say it's slightly too early. You know what I mean? It's slightly too early to start looking at Dan Quinn in terms of should he be fired? Should he be let go? Because it's only his second year here, right? And you want to give him a fair opportunity to truly turn this thing around. And how can you really turn something around if you're changing the guard every 2 years? You know what I mean? So me personally, I'm not to the point where I feel like, oh, it's time to move on from Dan Quinn. Has he been good this year? There's debatable reasons as to why you can say he hasn't. Has there been decisions that he didn't make last year that he made this year that has came to bit us? Yeah. I mean, look, this is small in the minute of things now, but I mean, I look at yesterday's coin toss. You win the toss and you take the ball first. I mean, I get you want to set the tone, you want to be aggressive, but how your team offensively has not came out sharp, quite frankly, really the whole entire year. Like even when we have drives, like in Kansas City, even when we have drives, like last week in Kansas City, Monday Night Football, we still ended up turning the ball over. So you had nothing to show for. So little things like that can gives me a little bit concerning because you try. I get it. I'm not upset at the mindset of being aggressive. But if you were a team to be aggressive and you scored 7 points, okay, that's a different story. But again, you're a team that struggles early. You're a team that often goes down early. So you win the toss, you get the ball first. Luke McCaffrey gets hurt on the very first play of the game. He breaks his collarbone. After that, you get a 3-and-out on a drive in which that really showed what tonight was going to be like. I mean, we dropped back and passed every single play on that drive, and I'm not upset with Cliff Kingsbury one bit in terms of that because you already knew what Seattle's front was going to be like for you, defensively. They were going to cause problems. They were going to stop the run. So I get that they wanted to put the ball in the hands of Jaden Daniels, but it seemed like he didn't like what he was seeing because every single time he dropped back the pass, he was taking off and running. If it wasn't Jaden Daniels using his legs to run, we had nothing going for us offensively. So we really were doomed from the start. I mean, and then to talk about this defense, man. I mean, what more can we say? Like, what more can we truly say that we already didn't know? This defense was horrible yesterday. I knew he had 4 touchdowns, but I didn't know he was 16 for 16 at one point. 4 touchdowns. Like he was absolutely shredding us. He was absolutely shredding us. I thought Jackson Smith-Njigba, which he ultimately did, but I thought he was going to be the lone star tonight or yesterday night. No, Torrey Horton said, hold on, let me bless you for 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Got our defense looking crazy. Quan Martin missing tackles on an angle route. Mikey Sanders still love Frozone to death. That's my guy. He clearly regressed this year, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if it's just him. I can't tell you what happened, but that ain't the Mikey that I seen last year, bro. That's not. You know, you can't get no pass rush. I was watching it live, and this thought crossed my mind, but I didn't really say it until like after the game was over. No wonder why Seattle's offensive line is that good. You think Seattle's offensive line is just that good? Or is it the fact that they're blocking Preston Smith, They're blocking Von Miller. They're blocking, with all due respect, Jacob Martin. He's having a solid year. Interiorly, nobody is getting a push. So it's like, of course, their offensive line is going to look damn good against us. Sam Darnold had all day in that pocket. Sam Darnold could literally build a house in that pocket. So I know we're allowing the injuries to really take over the game per se, or take over the storylines, but at this point, we still got to address the game at its hand and at itself, because we never stood a chance. Poor Art Monk, man. On a night in which this was supposed to be about him, in a night where this was supposed to be nostalgia for this organization, which I guess, Tone, I guess is fitting, right? This is what we used to look like when we were the Redskins, when we did wear this kind of uniform on a weekly basis. I guess it is fitting for that game to be the way that it went, because we're getting our ass reamed how we used to. What you guys say?
Gotta laugh. All right, Mark. I gotta apologize to you, bro. All right, Mark. We're sorry, bro. We're sorry that we are a piss poor franchise that we can't just fully get right. I don't know what it is. You change the owner, you change everything from the ground up, and you still having 4-game losing streaks. While the Eagles are getting guys like Jalen Phillips, whatever. I'm getting tired of them. But it's just bad. The defense was absolutely hard. Torrey Holden had hold my beer. Let's have fun. JSN was JSN, just eating. He gave Amos some work. He gave Mikey some work. He gave Marshon some work. He gave everybody work. He just worked everybody for 60 minutes, working everybody. And like you said, 16 for 16, they didn't allow an incompletion, Juan. Forget a turnover. Forget a 3 and out. An incompletion? You can't get an incompletion? You can't get one pass breakup? One pass deflection? Something? Anything? Nothing. Okay. 31 points in the first half. They could have scored 60 last night. They want to keep their foot on the gas. This is pathetic, man. This is pathetic. Someone's head needs to be on the swivel for this. Somebody's head needs to be on a pitchfork for this, bro. Someone has to lose their job for this, bro. I don't care who it is at this point. Someone needs to lose their job, bro. Somebody, bro. Somebody. I know. If it's Joe Witt Jr., let me be the sacrificial lamb. If it's Cliff Kingsbury, fine. If it's Dan Quinn, I'll live with it. I don't care who it is now. This team is unmotivated. This team is unprepared. This team is injured all over the place. I get that. But this team didn't like it was prepared last night, Juan. They fired. That's pathetic. And that's on the head coach's lap. Mm-hmm. We can forget the Jaden Daniels injury. The fact they came out uninspired, that is on the head coach. If I'm AP, I need to holler at this man, bro. Why did my team like they were unprepared to play a football game last night? I don't want to hear a short week. I don't want to hear excuses. Why were they not prepared to play a football game? Why? This is pathetic, bro. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated, dog. 4-game losing streak. We ain't won in a month. 3-2 to 3-6. We getting blown out every week. This is like 2023, bro. This is like 2013. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
It wasn't. It feels like 2019, man. I mean, look, you hit it right on the head in terms of why did my team come out playing like that? But I'm not going to hold you. Tone, to be completely honest with you. The same attitude Adam Peters can have with Dan Quinn, that's the same way Dan Quinn can look back at Adam Peters, because what the hell kind of roster did you reconstruct? Oh, let Olamide Zaccheaus walk. Oh, let Dante Fowler walk. Mind you, our best pass rusher. Oh, we want to get better in the run defense, so we're going to lose our best pass rusher, which I'm not going to say I guarantee. I know for a fact because he signed in dollars for what? Chump change? Like, we gotta, and this is the thing that I've been trying to avoid, but I've also hinted at as well. Like, we gotta hold Adam Peters accountable too. Like, I get it. I'm still behind Adam Peters. I'm still behind Dan Quinn. Me personally, I haven't given up on neither one of them. But everybody has some blame for this shit. Dan Quinn, Joe Witt, the players, mainly the players, if we're being honest, because I mean, we don't have enough. I mean, Sheldon Day is out there playing key snaps for us, man. Jalen Holmes, like, what are we talking about? Preston Smith. You had a chance to bring in Kendrick Bourne. I don't know why we didn't do that. Everyone just assumes it's the money. I'm going to assume that as well. Like, I mean, bro, like, it's enough blame to go around. People want to blame Terry McLaurin because he started this back in the summertime. Well, he can have some blame of it as well, but you know who deserves some blame too? Adam Peters, because just as much as Terry McLaurin could have got that deal done earlier, Adam Peters could have done the same thing. They could have reached a common ground earlier into the offseason to where this would not have affected us or would have had a minimum effect. People say this now, and they're damn right. The season was doomed from the start. When we realized that this is what was going on between Adam Peters and Terry McLaurin and the contract negotiation and the Eastern Motors shoot, hindsight, we should have known this was coming. In the moment, we tried to bypass it, or we tried to just live in the moment and say it'll be all right. This is how negotiations go. But we should have known something was off. When this defense that is trash was strapping the offense in practice, we should have known something was up. These receivers outside of Deebo Samuel ain't nothing. Defensively, when this defense was getting shredded in Foxborough and New England, and other content creators was like, wow, we can't make a post-game video or a recap video because it ain't really much to talk about. Well, now we know why that is. Because the defense had nothing to show for. Drake May was carving their ass up. And this is the roster that Adam Peters sold us on and told us was good enough. Now, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt slightly because, again, you can't predict these injuries, right? I mean, I know I'm going to forget some, but let's just name off as many as I can remember. It really started in week 2. What? Austin Eckler, Dietrich Wise, Jaden Daniels. Did Brandon Coleman get hurt? I don't know. But it started in week 2. Week 3, you go Will Hurst. You lose Terry McLaurin. Did John Bates get hurt in that game too as well? Or was that the week prior to that? I know he went down. Week 4, can't even tell you. I can't remember who went down in week 4, but I know somebody did. I just know somebody did. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I know. I feel like it was somebody in the secondary. Feel like it was. But week 5, Jaden Daniels comes back. Right? Everything is cool and by y'all. You know? Cool. Week 6 happens. The BS versus Chicago. Week 7, he gets hurt again. And he's playing Debo got hurt in the Bears game, or he got hurt in the Chargers game. I don't know which game he got hurt in, but he got hurt. Should have been out. Didn't stay out. So for all the slack that I want to get Adam Peters, I could give him somewhat of a benefit of the doubt because of the injuries. Eric Bieniemy and Joe Witt sounds good, but it's trash. Look, hey, that's the thing too. They could sell you a good game. That's the thing. EB could talk your head off. Joe Witt could talk your head off. Let me remind you, as y'all know, y'all hear it every single day, but this is what Joe Witt Jr. sold us, right? Let's just take a quick listen.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
The way that we live is not for everybody. You sure about that? I think I could live that way, and I think I could live that way, and I don't play professional football. You sure? I don't know if the practice is hard enough. I don't know if you. I don't know. Tone, take it away, man.
I agree with you with Adam Peters. He deserves some culpability. But also the injury bug really did kill this team. We never seen this team really whole to really judge this team in a full capacity. I will admit he did whiff on that Marshon Lattimore trade. I think everyone needs to admit that now. That was just a bad move. We gave up too much for a guy who had one hamstring in DC. The other one is on Bourbon Street dancing with all the girls twerking and foolishness. What else? Drafting Mikey over Cooper DeJean, that could be a little. That's definitely controversial. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a lot of controversial things that Adam Peters has done, but I think he has still done more good than bad. We gotta see some of these guys develop too. Like, I want to see more Ben Sinnott. I can't judge him right now. We haven't seen enough. I'm tired of seeing Zach Ertz. No yak have himself out here catching passes. I'm so done with Zach Ertz. I want to see Ben Sinnott. And as for Dan Quinn, I think most of the blame goes on his lap because, A, the Niners got all these injuries. They ain't the most talented football team out here. They got C-Mac and friends. C-Mac, Trent Williams, and friends. They putting belt to everybody. They're actually above 500, probably with less talent than what we got, or close to it, in some positions. But you mean to tell me you can't keep it afloat? Yeah, bro, I'm putting this on Dan Quinn on his head top. Joe Witt, this defense is trash. I was trying to say give him to the end of the season, bro. But he might have to go, bro. Because it took him too long to play these young guys. Took too long to see these YNs play. We wanted to see Jordan McGee. We wanted to see Kane Madrano. We wanted to see these other young guys play. We wanted to see a Tyler Owens. But no, you want to be stubborn for 7 whole weeks and play nobody. And then, oh yeah, week 8 versus the Chiefs. Now I'm going to play young guys. What took you this long, bro? What took you this long? But also, I would say Joe Witt don't have a lot to work with. Mikey's having a down year. He has 3 interceptions. Oh, he got 3 picks, but he's not trash. He can't cover a soul right now. He's just forcing turnovers, which is a good thing, but you're still not covering nobody. Trey Amos is a really good corner. I like what I've seen from Trey Amos, but even he's getting some work now. Marshon been getting work by everybody. Quan Martin can't tackle. Bobby Wagner's 1,000 years old. Frankie Louvu has regressed to, I don't know what the hell happened to Frankie Louvu. I don't know. I think he's been misused. I think they're not playing him correctly. And on top of that, he's just not playing with the same intensity he played with last year. Javon Kinlaw, great pickup. That's one great pickup by Adam Peters this offseason. Even he's regressing to the mean now a little bit. It's like it's Javon Kinlaw, Deron Payne, Trey Amos, and friends. That's what the defense is. And you can't win with that. You can't win with 85-year-old linebackers. You can't win with slow and old. You can't win with old man Vaughn. You can't. You don't have the horses to help these old players. You just can't win with all these old folks. We are a nursing home on defense, bro. Like, oh man. It's bad, fool. It's bad, fool. Like, I want to put Joe Witt's head on the pitchfork, but I kind of can't. It's slow and old. It's like, also, what you want him to do? Like, it's this team's a whole catch-22, bro. Now, you want to fire the coaching staff or some of the coaching staff, but also the players they have aren't the best. So you want to come at the GM sideways. But also the GM, the good pieces he brought in all got hurt. So it's a bunch of catch-22s. It sucks. Crazy, sucks.
This is crazy, right? 21 injuries, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
That's what I mean. Like, how can you win?
There's no way we got 21 injuries. Is this facts? Like, not that I think you're lying, but like, it's just like,
I know we got like 8 guys on IR now with these three. Yeah, it's he's actually probably not lying.
at this point, I think you just gotta chalk up this season, like chat, like literally, bro. Like you might just gotta be like, it's just one of them seasons, bro, because it's not like something. It's not something that you could just point to and say is the clear, obvious reason as to why we're lacking. It's everything. Coaching, whether you want to say it's time to put Dan Quinn's head on the pitchfork, it's time. I don't even Cliff Kingsbury. I don't even know why that name. This might be a blessing in disguise because I love Cliff. I think he should stay around. He ain't gonna be no head coach this year, unless he goes to college. So maybe that was a blessing in disguise for him to stay around. But Joe Witt Jr., he has enough fault. He probably should be fired, right? But then you look at the Adam Peters and the way he constructed this roster. That shit it wasn't put together that well. It had some pieces to it, but obviously injuries, and that's the point I'm gonna get to next. Like, it's just one of them seasons, man. Like, as I reflect, it's just like, what can we do? We never had a fair shot to begin with, if we're being completely honest, man. And it just sucks, bro. It really sucks. And it sucks for me because I am big on social media. So it's like I'm gonna have to be defending this team against other people that don't watch us on a weekly basis. They just see the headlines and say, oh, watch this trash. But they don't know what we've really been going through. They don't really know what we've been dealing with. It's been coaching malpractice. It's been poor play. It's been injuries. We already, like you said, was a nursery home or a nursing home. And to begin with, like, man, this is frustrating, bro. This is frustrating. I blame the coaching staff more not playing AP draft picks. Here's the thing. Who do you want to? I mean, I get you want to play them all because they're young, but who has showed you outside of Jaden Daniels? Really, is that the only person? And I love Mikey, but I know the jury's still out on Mikey for some of y'all. Outside of Jaden Daniels and Adam Peters' first 2 draft classes, who has really showed you something? Jaden Daniels. It's the only one. Me personally, I'm putting Mikey up there and I'm putting Trey up there. But again, the jury's still out for a lot of them people, for a lot of those guys to you. But you look at what his first draft was. It was JD5. It was what? Jerzon Newton. Let me look this up. Let me look this up right quick because I need a refresher right quick. Commanders draft, bro. Let me look at this right quick. So it was Jaden Daniels, obviously. It was Jerzon Newton. Hasn't shown me anything. I get a lot of people want to, Johnny Newton does this, Johnny Newton. He hasn't done nothing noticeable for a second round pick, might I add. Right? Dom Hampton, already gone. Ben Sinnott, I was a big-ass Ben Sinnott fan, bro. He's done, bro. Tone, I know you said you want to see more. I mean, I'm not going to say he's done. Like, what? He doesn't do anything, man. He doesn't do nothing. It's nothing that he does besides block well. And we already got John Bates for that. Right? So, Ben Sinnott isn't really nothing at this point. Brandon Coleman, he got benched. Chris Pauls came in and took his job. He's benched. Mike Samerstill, I love Mikey. I love Frozone. He's having a regressed year. He's not having the best year. I'm personally sold on him, though. But if you're not, I can't blame you. So, again, and Luke McCaffrey, I felt like he was turning the corner. I felt like Luke McCaffrey was just turning the page to become a guy that you can count on week in and week out. And then, unfortunately, he sustains a broken collarbone on the very first play of the game. So that being said, the question lies, who outside of Jaden Daniels can you truly count on at this moment? You can say Jordan McGee, but I'm putting that shit on the coaching staff. Why is they not playing him? They should have been playing. Did you see the play he made yesterday? The only guy with some speed out there. So, Tone, before we move on to the comment section right here and answer some of the questions and super chats, and we move on to the 2025 draft class, Who in this 2024 draft class has showed you anything to make you feel like, we got something? Or is this on Adam Peters for the way he drafted? Let's call it what it is. Let's call it. I love AP. I'm not trying to give up on him, but let's call it. Did he miss? Now, again, I get it. You don't want to grade a draft 2 years in case of the 2025 draft class, 1 year in. But I feel like for all of us fans that watch football weekly basis, whether you watch this team weekly, whether you watch other teams weekly, you know ball. If you watch it, if you're here right now, you got some sense of ball knowledge because you care that much to be here right now. You know when a player has it. You know when he has it, whether it's come out automatically day one or he's showing you flashes. You know when a player has it. Outside of Jaden Daniels, me personally, I'm going to say Mike Sainristil. Nobody else showed me they have it. Maybe Jordan McGee. But Tone, what do you say about that 24 class? Are we putting it all on AP or what?
All right, let's look at the full draft class, right? Jaden, of course, is a hit, obviously. Johnny Newton, to me, I've seen flashes, but I've not seen enough. I agree with that. I think he should play more snaps. Well, I want to find out, like, he had first round potential to come out of Illinois, so I understand why you took him when you took him. I get it. I actually understand that pick. Logically, it made sense at the time. Hindsight's 2020. Maybe you probably could have spent a later second round pick on the Jerzon Newton. You know, like you could have waited to the 50th pick where you took Mikey or whatever. I don't know, but I love Mikey Sanders, so y'all know that. If y'all fans of the PSN Commanders Network, y'all know I love Mikey. Mikey, one of my favorite commanders, and I think Mikey has that dog in him. So I would say it's a hit. He does have 7 career interceptions, including the playoffs. He is forcing turnovers, unlike the rest of the freaking defense that can't force a turnover to save their life. He's actually forcing turnovers on multiple turns on the freaking team. So shout out to Mikey. Mikey's a hit. I know he's been struggling in coverage. He's a hit to me. Ben Sinnott is an incomplete. Yeah, he hasn't done anything, but he hasn't got an opportunity. John Bates, the main blocking tight end, and Zach Ertz catches every pass. There's a time this is the time you need to sit Zach down. Zach don't need to play no more. We know what Zach Ertz is. He's old man, no yak Zach. You need to find what you haven't been in. I don't care how it looks. If it looks bad, you draft a tight end there. Fine. But I want to find out. I just want to know. He didn't play enough. I don't know. He's an incomplete. He's the I don't know. Brandon Coleman, up and down. I'm going to give it an incomplete on that too. I don't know what he is. Like, he played well last year at times. This year he got sat down, some fake injury, whatever, rumor. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I can't answer that. Jordan McGee, I think, will be a hit. I think he's going to be a hit. I think he's going to be a hit. Dami Hampton was a miss, clearly, because he was already cut. And Javonte John Baptiste, I think he's just a rotational guy at this level. So you got 2 hits for sure, and 1 possible one out of 9 draft picks. Oh, Luke McCaffrey, I'm sorry. Luke McCaffrey, I think, will be a hit. So I think he'll be a really solid wide receiver 3 in this league. I don't think he's a 2, but I think he is a 3. So I'm going to say 2.5 hits out of 9 picks. Or 3, yeah. Well, 3. With 2 possible hits and 2 definite hits in this draft for the Commanders
here. Yeah. He says, Juan, this is the bad take. You gave 21 players injured or 21 injured players and you talk about the draft class. Yeah, we got 21 players injured, of course. But the reason I'm talking about the draft class is because that's a big reason as to why we're here right now. That's a big reason as to why we're relying on a lot of our veteran guys to step up, and they quite frankly just can't do it because we don't have enough young talent around them to help. Right? You're relying 99% on Marshon Lattimore. You're relying 99% on Bobby Wagner. You're relying 99% on Eddie Goldman. And I know that's your guy, but like That's what I'm saying. We don't have enough young guys around him that has shown anything. And again, my guy, what I'm saying is I'm not judging a draft class off of 1 or 2 years. I'm a person with patience in terms of this. I get that you have to have players 3 years, 4 years, and they can grow into what you want them to be. But my thing is, when a player is growing, when a player is progressing, you can see flashes, right? You can say, okay, it's in there. He just has to get more opportunity. Like for Jordan McGee, we know it's in there somewhere. He just got to get more opportunities. Jaden Daniels is a hit. Mikey Samerstill may not be the best coverage in corner, but he's a playmaker. That's what he was in college. He was a playmaker anytime he's around the football. Like, we can use Mikey like Devin Witherspoon. Why can't we do that? You know what I mean? Devin Witherspoon, strapping shit. Devin Witherspoon getting sent on blitzes. Nick Memorier getting sent at the quarterback, just being a playmaker. That is who Mikey Samerstill is. You give Mike McDonald, Mikey Samerstill, I guarantee you all's mindsets would change on him. And not everybody, but my point is, out of everybody we drafted, we only have maybe 3 guys from that 24 class that is producing right now. And that's bad. That's in some case. I'm not telling you Johnny Newton had to be a guy that came in and gave you 9.5 sacks year 1. They said this guy was a projected first-round pick, and they were stoked that they fell in it, that he fell to their lap. Through 2 years, he hasn't shown me much of anything. Maybe something here and there, but not much of anything. And that's my point. If he had it, I would see it. Like, I would say, you know what? More opportunities, better coaching, he'd probably be better. You know, with Brandon Coleman, again, I'm with Tone. I really don't know how that what happened there, because I know he didn't have the best start to this season, but I thought for sure he was gonna come in and be the starter left guard of the team, you know, for the future. You know what I mean? And like that's just my whole thing. In 2025, like again, you can't really judge that class because it's only 1 year. But when you look at that class, it's like outside of Trey at this point, and I think Connolly, but you know, a lot of people have different opinions on Connolly. It's like at that point, who has showed you that they have it? Like and it's crazy because the second I say that, I think this 25 draft class has shown more than that 24 class, because I like what I've seen from Jalen Lane. If he could just learn how to take care of the ball, he may be something. He may need to put on a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? I love what I see from Trey, obviously. Bill has been quiet, you know, after starting the season off very, very good, right? Cam Madrano, haven't really seen much of him outside of special teams. And who am I missing? I already said Conley, Lane, Cam Madrano, Krosky Murray. Like I said, everybody, like that 25 class, I'm not really going to judge them quite a bit. But my point is like, as much as we can put the onus on these veterans for not being good, you gotta give Adam Peters some slack too, man. Or gotta give him some reason as to why this roster is where it's at too, because we didn't draft at this point that good. I'm not gonna say we drafted bad, because again, it's still early. But when you look at some of the guys you could have had, when you could have looked at some of the guys that you could have been in position to get, when you look at some of the trades you made, and again, I'm not going to have revisionist history. In the moment, I thought the Marshon Lattimore trade was gold. It just happens that it didn't go our way. You know what I mean? So, hey, yeah, shout out to my guy Ron. He said shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Got my guy Protect Sports with me right now. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. His link will be in the description. You can put in the comment section as well. Someone can pin it. Protect Sports PSN Commanders Network. Thank you for pulling up on me, bro. Let's get to this though right here. FIFA. And it's not funny, but that just goes to show you where we are as an organization, man. He says, bro, I'm catching injuries just watching this team. I'm telling you, man. I think I'm on IR for the remainder of the year, bro. Watching this team, I think I'm on injured reserve. All right? I don't even want to show up no more.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like, no Jaden Daniels, bro. Like, what do we have? Like, bro, I was so excited for for Madrid, right? I forgot about Hard Knocks. I don't even want to be on that shit no more. Like, what's the point? I forgot about it until they said it last night that we're gonna be on Hard Knocks. I'm like, can we sub? Can we add a fifth team to this conference, to this division like they used to? Where the Cardinals at? Where the Phoenix Cardinals? How they used to be in the NFC East? At least that's what I believe. You know, that's a little bit before my time, but I believe that's how it used to be. Where they at? I would much rather hear about Jacoby Brissett and Kyler Murray and that shit than us. Like, we have no, bro. Do you understand who Jaden Daniels was throwing the ball to last night, bro? That shit looked like preseason, man. That it looked like preseason. I mean, you got Chris Moore coming in motion. You got Treylon Burks trying to be a lead blocker. Like, I hate my life, man.
Jay not throwing the Uber drivers and McDonald's employees.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Will Diggs. Shout out to my guy, Will Diggs. I appreciate you, Will Diggs, for the super sticker. Yeah. McDonald's workers and Uber drivers, man. I think at this point we could both suit up and be a receiver threat and option for Jaden Daniels at this point. Stephanology, appreciate you for the super chase. As Bill can't cook with 8-man stack boxes every play. I mean, to a degree, that's true. You know what I mean? But we're not going to act like Bill didn't do some bogus shit yesterday too. He had a clear, and I mean clear as day, lane to the first down marker. And instead of him just using his speed, beating the backer to, or the safety, whoever it was, to the sideline, to the marker, he tried to cut back inside, which slowed him down and allowed him to get tackled and short of the sticks. So yeah, Bill can't run the ball because the pass game ain't effective, but also Bill it's just been quiet. Like, defense has been shutting us down. What can we say? It's everyone's at fault for this, man. It's just not just one person. You know what I mean? Mr. Washington, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. He says, so I want to wake up from this nightmare of a dream, Juan. Me too. Like, again, I go back to August. And Tone, you can chime into this as well. Like, we were at training camp multiple times this year. Like, and I know we didn't necessarily like what we saw all the time, but it was like, it's going to be fine. We got 5. Terry's going to come back. Deebo Samuel's here. Like, we're healthy for the most part. Like, I can't believe it. It's like, you tell me back in August we'll be 3-6 and everybody will be hurt. Like, I would be looking at you like you're crazy. I'm like, get out of my face with that. You're lying to me. You're lying.
No, for real. I would definitely be like, you're lying. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be able to say, like, what? Like, 3-6 and we get quarterbacks hurt in the fourth quarter down 31. Like, is this real? Like, this ain't real life. What is going on? Like, definitely a nightmare of a season for sure. I wanted to be over with. I just wanted to be over. I just want to get to the off season, and hopefully this coaching staff get their act together and Jaden can get healthy and we can go from there. But this is rough, bro. This is just rough. I don't know what to tell people, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I told y'all this will happen. JD is RG3 2.0. He gonna get hurt 1,000 times and da. And bro, for all y'all, bro, if everyone cheering Jaden Daniels' injury, bro, don't ever let me see you in person. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna see you in person, bro. I promise you, bro. I might glass you, bro. I'm like, don't ever let me see you in person. You in my comment section, Juan's comment section, Rio, Lou, my boy Grant from Full Command, any of us content Skin Fan all day, any of these people's comment sections cheering for Jaden Daniels' injury, bro. If I ever see you in person, bro, I'm gonna break your jaw and file into pieces, bro. Don't ever do that, bro. You wild. Disrespectfully. Heck is wrong with y'all, bro? I got people in my comment section talking this nonsense, bro. Don't ever let me see you in person, bro. Come on, bro.
It's so bad that Miss Jackson, Jaden Daniels' mom, a few weeks ago literally had to plead on Twitter and say, can you stop wishing RG3 on her son? Your words speak words speak life. You know what I'm saying? You're projecting RG3 RG3 on her son. And again, they're two different people, players even. Like they don't even conduct themselves the same. RG3 is a guy. I'm not even gonna go down that road, bro. Like that is just it's so upsetting, man. It truly is, because this man does everything right. He doesn't do anything wrong. He plays his heart out. Literally got hurt because he's the only one trying to make a play. The only one out there yesterday making plays, doing anything, bro. My guy's out there running for his life every play because he can't throw the ball. He's like, who the hell am I gonna throw it to? Treylon Burks? Who am I throwing to? Chris Moore? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? And it's just frustrating, man. It truly is. And I hate that this is our reality. And, for me, I hate the fact that we're back here to the point where I feel numb watching these games now. Like, I have no expectation. I, quite frankly, don't care how these games finish, because at this point, we have nothing to play for. And it just sucks because I thought I was done feeling like this. Back in August, Tone, do you not understand how lit this week was supposed to be? NFC divisional round rematch at home. We're supposed to be 6-2, 5-3, 7-1, 8-0. Like, this is supposed to be in the Lions. They're gonna fucking kill us, man. They're pissed off. They're going through an offensive identity crisis right now. And at the right time, they're getting the Washington Commanders with Marcus Mariota and bunch of backups. It's bad. It's bad with Jaden Daniels. Can you imagine how poor it's about to look with Marcus Mariota, man? Like, man, just put Josh Johnson out there at this point, bro. I don't even want my man Mariota to have to go through that, bro. Like, we been honest, bro.
Man, bro, Sam Hartman out there. This I don't even care no more, bro. Like, just hit the tankathon button, bro.
And that's the thing that pisses me off too. As much as we say, man, just skip to the off season. I don't want to let this go. This is the one only sport that you have to wait longer in the off season for than the actual season. So do you know how pissed I am? Bro, we wait all this time, all season long, all this time. The dark months of March, April, May, June. Like, you wait so long. Dead period in July. At some point, you get fatigued of training camp in August. And preseason, you're like, I want to see the real thing. And the real thing gets here, and it's over in November. Really, October. Because, like, I felt like the season was over after the Dallas game. Like, why, man? I hate this feeling. I don't want to wait another whole year just to see Jaden Daniels back out there and Terry McLaurin back out there. But that's our reality. That's unfortunately our reality. I told y'all don't get too excited. Y'all ain't listen. You damn sure right I didn't listen, David. I'm guilty as charged. If you want to act like that and say that, I'm guilty as charged. I did not listen because I thought Jaden Daniels would have a season not impacted by injuries and not held back by his team. I definitely thought you damn right. If you want to be happy about that, David, hey, shout out to you, because I definitely thought we was gonna have a better season than this. Green Bay cooked us with everybody on their team. No excuses. There is excuses. Green Bay's been building that team for years. And I know Tone brought up the 49ers earlier. The 49ers been building that team for years, though. The Rams building that team for years. They're built for injuries, or they can withstand injuries. These guys have been at it for 10 plus years. This is our second year with this unit. You know what I mean? So everybody's depth isn't the same. You know? Our whole receiving core was sorry from the beginning. That's facts. Look, we were in training camp and we just kept, what did we kept saying, Tone? We kept saying, yeah, this receiving core does not look good, but we were just living like, it's all good. Terry gonna come back. oh, it's all good. Noah Brown not out there. He gonna come back. When this team get healthy receiver-wise, we gonna be good. And we seen those guys together all but for 1.5 weeks? Because didn't Noah Brown get hurt in that week 2 game? So not even a full second game? Like, that's why I say we were robbed. Yeah, you can hold Adam Peters accountable. He definitely deserves some accountability. Everybody does. But we did not get to see what a healthy Jaden Daniels and a healthy Debo and Noah Brown and Terry McLaurin offense would look like, man. And now all we got to do this all season is just think about what happened. And we got to sit through all the banter and Washington sucked. Or Washington this, Washington that. All we can say is we were hurt. And they ain't going to want to hear that. So, Sir says, we got rid of our depth for Lane and Luke, 2 guys who haven't played a total of 10 games combined before this season started. You know who we miss? Dante Fowler. You know who we miss? Olamide Zaccheaus. Those my 2 guys that I missed the most. I was big on De'Ami Brown too, but I'm like, just give me OZ back. Hell, just give me Jamison Crowder back, and maybe we can make something shake. You know? TNB Jones says, those MFers who keep saying sophomore slump, shut the F up. This man out here throwing the Uber drivers. What you expect? That's what I'm saying, bro. And I ain't about to pretend that.
Bro, the living Uber drivers, bro.
I ain't even about to entertain that this whole season because you already know it's coming. Ain't nothing we can really say because all they're going to point to is, oh, he had a sophomore slump. They ain't going to fine tooth comb everything and take a deep look.
If 10 total touchdowns and 2 interceptions is a sophomore slump, a 5-to-1 touchdown interception ratio is a sophomore slump, have at it, bro. I don't care. Like, y'all be saying anything, bro. Like, Jaden Daniels only been keeping his team afloat. Like, what we talking about? And I want to bring up one more thing. I know a lot of people have like done like all 22 reviews on Jaden and say, oh, he could hit this guy. This guy was open on this play during the game, or this guy was open. And you see Jaden's eyes. They look at the other way where the other guy's over there open. It's like, bro, y'all want to say this dude was open, this open. Y'all not in there live bullets, in there dealing with these pass rushers come at this man's neck. He's come off a hammy and a knee injury already this season. He's probably a little nervous in that pocket, bro. It's called what it is. He's not going to just be like, oh, I got to find I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go find a receiver. No. Especially when Josh Conley Jr. is out here getting whooped every week. Y'all not bringing that up, though. But this dude's open. This dude's open. Like, Jaden needs reps. Well, Jaden needs a right tackle that actually can block. He needs a left guard that stop getting 15-yard penalties for grabbing face masks because he can't block a soul. He needs a center, and he stops getting whooped every 2 to 3 weeks. And when he gets whooped terribly. The only thing worth a darn on this line is Cosme and Tunzel. And that's a shame, bro. All this investment to the line, and 3 of the offensive linemen are inconsistent. Chris Paul inconsistent lately. Tyler Biadasz inconsistent for real. And Josh Conley is at. He's trash.
I don't like throwing out that word negligent.
Play this video right quick. And I just want to hear what he has to say because I feel like I agree with him, but I just only read the caption. Take a listen to this, chat.
I don't like throwing out that word negligent often, especially when talking football, but what the Washington Commanders and Dan Quinn just did was completely negligent to their quarterback, Jaden Daniels, and to the future of the franchise. In what world where you're down by 31 points and you already have an injured quarterback because he's coming off a hamstring injury and he's had a knee injury earlier in the season, in what world do you keep him in that game? And don't tell me it's called football. That's called being idiotic. That's called being stubborn. That's called being too dense to realize, hey, the battle's already lost, but focus on winning the war. The Commanders have completely ruined this season, and beyond ruining this season, now we just have to hope for the health of Jaden Daniels. Dumb, negligent, idiotic. Commanders fans should absolutely be irate. I know Jaden's mom's about to be mad. And say what you will, Commanders have done this with quarterbacks previously and historically, and we cannot ignore that evidence. I feel bad for Jaden, but it's prayers up. I don't like throwing out that word negligent.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's not wrong. He's not wrong whatsoever, man. I mean, he's right. Like they should have took him out the game. Hindsight, and I know hindsight. If they were to think about it, they would do it now that they know what the outcome was. But in the moment, I don't really know, man. I really don't know. Fire the coaching staff. Well, I have a feeling that one of these guys will be gone. I can't guarantee that all three of them will be gone, but I have a funny feeling that a guy by the name of or a guy that says
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't.
I have a feeling he'll be gone, at least, because I'm still a Cliff Kingsbury stan. I don't know about many of other fans in the fan base anymore. I'm still a Cliff Kingsbury guy, and if he doesn't get a head coaching job, which at this point I don't think he will, I don't see him being gone. Dan Quinn, same with him as well. But that said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Tone, any last words you got for everybody before we step off?
I do have one more thing to say. I agree with you about the coaching staff. I think somebody has to go, and I think that someone is Joe Wood Jr. The defense was not great last year, and it's been worse this year. I'm still pro Cliff Kingsbury as well. I agree with that as well. I do think he's gonna take a coaching job in the college ranks, just because I think he's gonna get paid more, and it's easier to recruit than get free agents and all that in the NFL. So I think he'll go to a Penn State or something like that and go be their head coach, something like that. Just get out of Dodge. I can see that, unfortunately.
You really think Cliff will go back to college?
He's going to get paid more as a college head coach and an offensive coordinator.
I mean, is it about the money or
well, maybe it could be about status too. He said he wants to be a head coach again one day. I don't know. It could be the bag. It could be the control. You know, he could they probably give him the whole program. Hey, bro, have fun. Do what you want to do. So, what up, man? What's going on? Man.
What's up, Star?
I think we were looking for 2 new coordinators this offseason. We got to retool this whole roster. I want trades. I want trades to happen now. I want guys to get moved. I want draft picks to be acquired. I want it done before tomorrow. I need it. I need air. Like, this is bad, bro. I hate to go into a super fire sale, but I think we're going to have to go into a semi-fire sale. Maybe like 5 or 6 untouchables, and everyone can go.
People playing with $5 million with him next year. He just been tested at 5 feet. They get him back on even better. I agree. We failed Jaden Daniels this year, man. We failed him. And we can't look into the mirror and sit up here and tell me with a straight face that any of what happened this year was on the fault of Jaden Daniels. Not the injuries he sustained. Maybe the Michael Parsons one, but not the injuries he sustained. Not the injuries around him. Not the poor coaching. If there was anybody that I stand tall with through the fire, it's JD5. And nobody's going to make me feel any different about that, man. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and slide up out of here, man. It's your man, Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel. I wish we were reporting on happier news, but unfortunately, we're not. Make sure you guys subscribe to my guy, Tone, PSN Commanders Network. Link will be in the description and in the comment section as well. Help out a brother as we're trying to grind this channel and talk about our favorite teams. I'll catch y'all later and be out.
Ballin' like I'm D-Sean, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.